this is Grandma Vickie back with another recipe. Today we're going to have salmon, broiled and baked salmon. And we're gonna broil it first and then we're gonna let it bake at a lower temperature. And then we're going to have broccoli as a side dish. Okay, first of all, your salmon, I'm gonna show it to you and then I'm gonna show you the ingredients. Okay, the salmon you need to have it at room temperature. And this is your salmon. And what I've done is I've cut them in strips. I set it out so it can be at room temperature. And we're gonna have a glaze for our salmon. And the glaze is a brown sugar mustard glaze. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rub it with oil. You see I have these in strips. I'm gonna rub it with olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Okay. Just a small amount on top. I'm not gonna put it on the bottom. Okay. What I did is I washed the salmon. I dried it off really well so it wouldn't have a lot of moisture in it. And I'm going to put black pepper as my basic seasoning on it after I put the olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. And I'm going to put just a little salt. Not much at all. Okay. Then I'm going to brush it with honey. Okay. I'm going to brush it with honey. Because I'm going to broil it first after I brush it with the honey. So it can get a little brown. Somebody was saying that their honey gets real hard in the plastic jar or the jar. It could be a glass jar. What you can do is set it in the microwave for less than a minute, and it will soften up. Okay. I think I'm going to take the squeeze top off. It's not getting out fast enough. When I finish glazing this with the honey, I'm going to transfer it to the dish that I'm going to cook it in. And I have aluminum foil and parchment paper that I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put this in the microwave again because it's congealing up again. So I'm gonna put it in the microwave again. Okay. Okay. It really gets thick again very quickly, so you know, make sure that when you take it out of the microwave, you're about ready to put it on the meat. Okay, we're gonna, after I finish spreading this on the salmon, I'm going to broil it. I'm going to transfer it to the other dish that I'm going to cook it in, and I'm going to broil it. Okay. Ooh. Leave a little space in between. There you go. Make sure this is unbroiled. I'm going to make sure that this is unbroiled. And I'm going to put it in here in the oven, unbroiled for about 20 minutes or less. Okay, now I'm gonna make my glaze, my additional glaze that I'm gonna put on it. And with this, we're gonna have 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Okay. And then we're gonna have 1 tablespoon of butter. Okay. And we're going to have we already put the honey on there. We're gonna have a fourth of a cup of mustard. You can use plain mustard or Dijon mustard. That's a fourth of a cup. That's a lot of mustard. Fourth of a cup of mustard. Okay. And we're gonna have 2 tablespoons of ginger. Two tablespoons of ginger. Oh, this hasn't been opened yet. Okay. 2 tablespoons of ginger. Okay. 1, 2, and 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. Three tablespoons of brown sugar. 1, this brown sugar is a little hard, but it'll get softer once the heat gets on it. 2, the last one. Three. Okay. And I believe that's it. We're going to take it to the stove and we're going to warm it, heat it up so it can melt, and then we're going to let it just sit and get it room temperature. Then we're going to put this on the salmon, and then we're going to put the salmon back in there on a 250-degree temperature. Right now we have it on broil. Okay, here we go, over to the stove. Okay, turn this on medium high, and we're gonna let this melt and blend together. And we're gonna put this on the salmon. Now remember, we already put the honey on the salmon. So, and we're gonna let me check on the salmon. We're gonna leave that in there approximately 20 minutes. Okay. And this is called a brown sugar mustard glaze. Okay. And I'll have the recipe down at the bottom in the description area. Okay. And once we dissolve this in heat, and this is heated, then we're going to let it set at room temperature. Because when we put it on our salmon, we want it to be at room temperature. Oh, wow, that's gonna be so good. Okay, it's already blended. I'm gonna set it off of the heat, and I'm gonna replace it with my broccoli. Now in my broccoli, I'm gonna put salt, pepper, and one thing about this is frozen broccoli. This is not fresh broccoli. One thing about frozen broccoli, you can't let it cook too long. You broil it on high, and you take it, and once it starts boiling, you hurry up and take it off of the eye, because you don't want it to get too soft and mushy. Okay, and I'm going to put some butter. Put some butter in. I just put pepper and salt. I'm gonna put about a tablespoon of butter in here. I'm gonna let it come to a full boil. Then I'm gonna remove it from the eye and put a top on it so it won't get too mushy. And one thing about salmon, you don't ever want to overcook it. So I'm watching it, and I'm going to take it out in a few minutes, and I'm going to glaze it with this glaze that we just did. Glaze it some more, put it back in on 250 degrees. So my broccoli is getting ready. And I was trying to decide if I want to put cheese in it, but I'm not going to put cheese in it. At the top. I'm going to put that on high. I'm going to cook the broccoli on high so it can hurry up and boil. And then I'm going to, as soon as it starts boiling and the butter has melted, then we're going to take it off the heat, like I said before. Take it off the heat and put a top on it. The salmon is coming along. It's looking good. Can't wait to eat it. Come on. Fall made it in, and the weather made it in with it. And I think it got up to 60 degrees today. It was cool. I wore a jacket. Had to wear a jacket today. And it was kind of, and it rained. It rained some. So tomorrow I think we're supposed to get a higher temperature. And then next week I think it's going to go back down to, I think the highest being in the 70s. Well, they say a watch pot never boils. So I'm watching this pot and it just looks like it's just sitting there. So I'm going to go look at my salmon again. Let me see. Ooh, it's so pretty. Okay. So I'm going to come back, and when we come back, we'll be ready to put our other glaze on our salmon, and our broccoli will be done. Okay, I just took the salmon out. Doesn't it look beautiful? I broiled it for about 15 minutes. Now I'm getting ready. I glazed it with honey, and then put it in there and broiled it, and in the oven. And I use convection oven, but you can also use conventional oven. And I had it on 400, I had it on broil, and I just put the temperature down, turned it down to 250. I'm getting ready to put my other glaze on it. It's called brown sugar mustard glaze. And I'm gonna glaze it with this and put it back in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. So, gonna do that. And if you see it getting too dark, once you put it in there, then you put a piece of foil on top of it. I'm actually cooking this on parchment paper that's on top of the aluminum foil. I'm gonna put this back in there. Oh, and it's gonna taste so good when this, and we're gonna let it finish cooking. For about 10 to 15 minutes. And I will be back once I put it in the oven, and we're gonna plate it with our broccoli and taste it for you. See how it tastes. I know it's gonna taste good, but I want you all to see me taste it. Okay. Get that on. And I'm putting it back in the oven on 250, and you can do that convection or conventional. Okay, and we will be right back. Okay, I'm back, getting ready to take our salmon out of the oven. It's finished, and then we're gonna plate it and taste it. Now, doesn't that look good? Oh my goodness. Oh, that looks good. Okay, I'm gonna plate it. pretty golden brown. Pretty golden brown. Let me get a small one. Doesn't it look pretty? Yes. Pretty golden brown. And I'm gonna taste it for you guys. And the green and the salmon, the brownness of the salmon goes so good so well together. And I put a little cheese on this. I put some American cheese on my broccoli. It's melted so you can't see it. I put salt, pepper, and American cheese on it. And I like to... Before I try that, I want to take a picture of it. I want to... There it is. Okay. Now I'm gonna taste it. You know, I like to mix my food on my fork. Mmm. It's so good. It has a honey taste to it. Honey and brown sugar. And you can taste a little of the, you know, with the soy sauce. Mmm. And this is a healthy meal too. I didn't prepare a starch with it. Mmm. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, watching the demonstration, and hope you guys will try it. It's very good. It's very healthy. And today we had salmon, baked salmon with broccoli. And I put cheese on the broccoli as well, salt and pepper. And I'll see you all next time. You know what I'm getting ready to do is eat the rest of this. So, see you guys next time for a new recipe.